Welcome everybody back to Captain 209. My name is Drew Smith here with Alvin. No K-Mud today. He's currently having some after school stuff with basketball. And then we do have our special guest today, special interview, the AD over at Edison, Richie Lynch.
Yes, let's give it up for him. He's
Thank you for
awesome.
coming, Richie.
No
Thank
problem.
you. How are you doing tonight?
Just living the dream, brother. How about
There we
yourself?
go. I'm doing pretty well. Alvin?
Nice, nice.
Good. Doing
Good.
well, doing well. K-Mud's was a little mad he had to go to practice, but I'm like, that's the way it is, dude. Can't be at everything. So, yep.
Right on.
So,
So,
Richie, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself. High school,
Uh,
college, all that stuff.
yeah, Richie Lynch. I grew up here in Stockton, California. Actually attended St. Mary's. From there, went on to Fresno State, and then back here. Actually taught a year in Fresno and coached there at Central High School, and then came back and started coaching at Edison. Um, Little stint at UOP, and then back to Edison, where I've been the AD for the last 19 years, 26 years at Edison.
wow.
Yeah, you get a free set of
Wow.
steak knives after 20. So yeah, I'm actually the longest tenured AD in our section right now. So
Yeah,
Re-
that's amazing.
so
yes,
were you the AD? Did you hire Lichter at
I
Edison?
did. I
Oh,
did.
that's part of the coaching
Yes.
tree then. Okay.
Man, I have hired some really good ones.
Oh, anyone you'd like to
I
divulge
hired
or
Wayman Strickland, who's the
oh
coach
wow, okay.
at yeah, he was my assistant. Then I hired him as the girls coach, and then I hired Lichter, Matt Morelli,
Oh, okay.
like yeah, Ryan Berg. Like there's a lot out there.
Good,
Okay.
good.
What did
All
you
right.
study at Fresno State?
This is crazy. English. I knew I wanted to coach, but I didn't want to be the dumb jock coach and do PE, which in hindsight I would have love to have done PE. Like you don't grade a paper, like you get to play sports and
There
like
you
work
go.
out.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Yeah, that was a fail.
um, yeah. What inspired you to become an athletic director?
So love sports. And I love like the operational and logistical side of things. And so yeah, you get to do sports and then be the behind the scenes guy. I think I like that a lot more than being the face of something. But yeah, I like the logistical side and trying to make things run efficiently and like be super cool. Like if you've ever been to one of our games, I think they're probably a little bit cooler than
Mm,
most. So I like
Yeah.
that that portion of it.
Yeah. What are
nice.
some of the, biggest challenges that you have that most people don't really, know about it?
Um, kind of like there's a lot of blood and sweat and hard work that goes on behind the scenes. Don't have a huge staff, so I mean, Friday was our first home football game. I'm out there setting up 75-pound barricades that I had to borrow from the arena because ours didn't come
Oh,
in time. Like those are the things nobody sees, but they're all part of it. That and the adult component.
yes.
Everybody's advocating for their
Hmm.
own kid, and
Of course.
you're trying to be respectful of how they feel, but keeping in mind, like what's best for your program. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Right.
dealing like the kids are easy. It's the adults that can be a challenge sometime.
We are hearing that a lot. You're our second
Yeah.
interview,
Everybody,
Yeah.
and
Second one so far.
it's been
as
mentioning
a
it.
father, and someone who would hopefully not do it the way some do it, but like I try to really understand, parents when they're advocating for their child, you know. Um, so yeah, I mean, I don't always agree with what our coaches do or, that kind of thing, but I always keep it keep it in my mouth. I mean, keep it in my head.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Right,
So, but
right.
those, yeah, the adult challenges are the hardest.
Yeah. I'm
Gotcha.
gonna go ahead and flip it. What's the most
Yeah.
rewarding part?
Um, when our like athletes succeed, whether it's like academically, they sign their full ride. I just had a young man who we were able to get him a ninth semester. Freshman
Whoa.
year, yeah, freshman year he was a student at Sacramento High School, completely living out of his car. And it was so last year's seniors, those were the COVID kids. And so he
Mm,
should have graduated last year with them. But like basically nothing happened freshman year. You can't, work on your laptop living in a car.
Mhm.
So
right.
he actually moved to Mississippi and then, was reclassified and then came back to us. Um, and yeah, we just like got it approved. I mean, he was in tears, ran up to my office.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
amazing.
like those kind of things, like the wins are great, like I like it when
Hmm.
our teams
Hmm.
win and we win championships, but like those moments when you've like really worked hard with a kid, whether it's academically, like shoot, he wasn't a qualifier and we've, spent a couple summers like getting things right. Um, and then they get their first offer and they run to your office,
That's
like, thank
great.
you, coach. Like, I
Yeah.
love you, man. Like, those are like, that's the rewarding part.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Um, all right. So, what role do athletics play in developing leadership and character in students?
Uh, and it's a major role. Like, when do you get kicked, like knocked down and you have to get back up. You can't just lay there, And I talk to our kids all the time about when you're in your job interview, you make sure you tell them, you were at those practices at 6 a.m. You did what other people wouldn't.
Hmm.
You spent the long hours working, when nobody was watching. Um, like failed and had to overcome that. So, like that's the part I love most, like that resiliency and grit. Like those are,
Yeah.
that's what athletics is to me. I mean, the understanding the sport, that's great, like, but just those life lessons of you failed, like you failed miserably and
Right.
you have to get up and figure it out. Like the world doesn't stop for you, Our
Right.
football team's 0-1. Like I told him, like, that's just like God, he says, you need a little help on resiliency, So I'm not going to make you resilient. I'm going to give you the opportunity, I'm going to let you practice being resilient. And so like that's what I love about, that leadership in sports.
And that was you guys played Franklin Elk Grove, right?
Yeah,
Was that this
they were
weekend?
good, man. Like
They're a
they
good
were.
squad. Yeah.
Yep. Little Steve Town squad. Like he
Yeah, I
definitely
saw
had his,
that.
yeah,
I was posting
he
that.
had his mark like on that team. It was really cool to see. Like he talked to him and because his dad coached me.
Right.
Um, and
And his
so
brother
it was,
Scott, right? Scott
yep,
went to the
Scott was the
same year.
quarterback. He was a year younger, but he was a absolute stud.
Yeah.
But it was cool, like to see them and see him on the sideline and I like hit him up after, like, dude, I'm really happy for you guys. I'm not happy for us that it happened, but we looked like it was our first game. Like that's just
Right.
yeah.
Well, you guys got
So
your work cut out this weekend. Looks like
yeah.
go, Clovis West, right?
Yep, yep.
Yep, yep. Those
So
Clovis teams are always,
always solid,
they're always
man.
good.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah. So, all right.
yeah.
What programs or initiatives are you most proud of at your school for athletes?
Well, I think we do a
Um,
really good job of like the NCAA tracking with our kids.
mhm.
We're meeting with those, I mean, from their freshman year on, like planning it out, kind of monitoring it. I actually did my master's on like the best ways to, get kids that maybe weren't on the college athletic
Oh wow.
path in there. And it really just boiled down to like they got to know, and
Mhm.
like you can't just tell them and then, come back in 4 years and expect it to work out. Like you need to kind of follow up. Um, and so, like, I think we've done it. Like, I think we're gonna have 7 or 8, scholarship kids throughout our
Wow.
different
That's
sports this
amazing.
year.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So,
No.
so
So, like,
staying on that topic, when we had Lichter on, he gave his plug about why people should come to St. Mary's, right?
right.
We didn't ask him to do it. He did it. So I'm asking you, what's the plug for Edison?
We're gonna take really good care of you, man. Like, we like to make things fun. Like, if you've come to one of our games, like we've got the smoke machines, we've got the
Okay.
DJs. Like, like
Oh, I might have to come
we
check it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, check
Yeah.
it out.
I
Like we've got like a big DJ setup with lights and smoke, and
Oh,
like
nice.
it's a good deal. And like I told you, like I genuinely give a care about our athletes, and so do our coaches. Like we're not the revolving door of coaches, and I think that's actually one of the things I'm really proud of is that our coaches come and they stay for a long time. Our soccer coach retired a couple years after doing 40 years with us. Our
Oh,
football
wow.
staff is not going anywhere. Like they've been there forever. Like all, our tennis coach has been there 20 plus years. Like we're not that revolving door, and that's I think why we're one of the more successful schools in Stockton is because there's consistency. And like I always tell them, consistency is key. You become a
Yes.
revolving door of coaches. Like I can show you a terrible program. So
Yeah.
Yeah. And so talking about coaches, like when you're going through the hiring process, like the one time that you do it, you're talking about, like what are you looking for?
So nowadays, like honestly, one of the things we look for is that the coach has a built-in feeder program. Like that there's somebody that kids are going to want to play for. Not that they're recruited over, but like that it's something that kids want to be a part of. Um, that's that's really big, with us. Like the AD before me, God rest his soul, but always said you can't make
Mm.
chicken soup out of chicken poop. Like you've got to have kids, and so like
Yeah.
that's one of the things for sure we're looking for is like. Do they have some type of feeder program? Are they a person that kids are gonna, you know, be attracted to? Um,
Yeah.
those kind of things. Are they kind of well known? Do they have a staff? Like, because you can't do it by yourself. Like, I don't care
Right.
if you're the world's greatest coach. Like, if you don't have people that are going to come with you and help, there's just too much to do nowadays. I mean, that's why I don't coach anymore. Like, it's a full-time job. And I'm looking for somebody that wants to be there, a long time. I'm
Yeah.
not looking for somebody that is just looking to check it off, the resume box. Oh yeah, I coached here for 2 years and I coached here for like I'm not hiring anybody that's got a track record of one and done or two and done.
Yeah.
Like
Hmm.
I want consistency. Like
I,
you,
I,
yeah,
I
go
think I
ahead.
agree with you. When you say you want guys with feeder programs and have a good track record with kids, I mean, some of the best basketball coaches, that I see around here, they have feeder programs. However, they're hard on their guys on the court.
Yeah,
And then once they leave practice, they're like, "Oh, okay, are you going to play Fortnite tonight?" And they're just like, they leave the game on the court, right?
right,
And they just talk about other things on there. So I think for them, like connecting on another level, you hit it right on the head. Outside of basketball is very key, and the kids got
right,
to love to play for the guy, right? They got to
100%.
want to play for him.
Gotta want to play, gotta want to run through a wall, like, and be able to take hard coaching and not
Hmm.
put your head down and pout and go home and,
Right,
complain to your parents. Now your parents are coming down and complaining. We're just trying to win.
right,
Like, and winning's
right,
hard. It's really hard. Like, I think our football team's pretty good this year.
Hmm.
And like, we just got beat. Winning is hard.
right.
And so, like,
Yeah,
you've got to be able to take hard coaching.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
for sure.
All right.
Go ahead,
yeah.
Alvin.
All right. You discussed how you guys you do put on a good show at Edison. I'm told as well. So how that really brings a community together,
Absolutely.
right? As far elaborate on that. Like, I mean, I feel like you guys are known as E House.
Yep.
The South.
The
I mean, my cousin
Solvites, the
went there,
South.
and
Yep.
he graduated 35 years ago. And he's just always yelling out E House. And
Oh man, I
people
tell you,
just
all
stop,
roads lead to
right?
Edison, man. Everybody got a
Yeah.
cousin that or an uncle or somebody that went to Edison,
it
man.
it won't even be. It'll be like his son went to Bear Creek, and in the middle of the game he just yells out E House, and like other innocent guys like pop their head up, and he's like, "I know you."
I know exactly who you're talking
It's
about.
it's like a fraternity. It's like a
Yeah,
fraternity, right? Like having gone to Edison.
Yes, no, it's
yeah,
So
for sure. Like it's one of those cool things that people can say. Like I went to oh my cousin, oh I got a cousin that went to Edison. My uncle went to Edison.
yep.
Yep, that is for
So that's
sure.
awesome.
yeah. And like a couple things, like I want to say, like your guys' social team is absolutely amazing with like
On
Right on.
how
social
like
media.
we saw them what you put up another thing on Instagram today for the game later on this week. Like that's amazing. I love seeing that. And then a real thing about people really like repping eHouse is that I was in Reno this last summer and I saw a guy rocking an Edison basketball shirt in Reno. And I'm just
Right.
like, why am I seeing you here? But that's amazing. Like I love to see that. You know what I
No, I
mean?
love that too, man. I love those old school. Like
Oh yeah, those
we
old
did
school guys
a
are
newer
awesome.
version, but we've got a Who's House on the front, E House on the
There
back.
Oh,
you
that's
go.
fire.
It's funny because sometimes I'll see like homeless people walking down the street and I'll go like, "Hey,
Hey.
still repping."
Oh, that's
Yeah,
funny. How do you keep alumni engaged with your athletic programs?
I think the
Um,
social media thing is like really
Mhm.
big. Um,
yeah.
and I've got three students, and I had three students last year that just run all that. We sit
Oh
down, we
wow.
come up with a kind of schedule. Yeah, it's like the leadership kids. There's like they three of them volunteer, but I don't touch our social media. Like,
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
it is fantastic because it's too much to do. And then one of our
Yeah.
baseball coaches, like, he's really into like the hype videos and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And so like those hype videos come from me. So it's just like an in-house thing. The kids love, oh, do I get to be Solvike Athletics? If I miss, a week because I'm going on vacation, you're not going to kick me out off Solvike
You're out of the
Athletics, are you?
rotation.
No, like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
no, it's
you
really cool.
you guys and Stag right now are running neck and neck. Stag's got
Yeah. Both of you
Stag's got a
guys.
good some good hype videos, but you guys are neck and neck. We'll give an award at the
Nice.
end of the year.
I'm gonna have to tell
But
my guy to step his game up.
yeah.
I love those dudes at Stag, but we should not be competing with them.
So
um So you talk about like your it's a full-time job obviously and you are pretty much always on the clock. And so like at the beginning of the years and stuff, like what goes into scheduling and all that stuff like that, tournaments.
So yeah, I'll speak on that 24-hour job. Like, my
mhm.
son plays for a volleyball club up in Sacramento, and we take another kid from here. And I'm just on the phone, like taking calls. I mean, this is
Hmm.
from our drive. We leave at 4:30 to 5:30, and
Oof.
he's just like, "Dude, are you ever off, coach? Are you ever off?" And I'm like, "No,
No.
I'm not." What was the second part of that question?
What goes into scheduling games and
Oh
tournaments and
yeah.
all those things
So,
like that.
yeah, so like a lot of it, I actually run our summer school program, and
Mhm.
I
Hmm.
only run it because that gives me the month of June to like get all the scheduling done because it's a ton. I mean, between transportation, officials, game staff,
Yeah.
admin coverage, like making sure that everybody's on the same page. Like, there's a ton of work that goes into that behind the scenes stuff that nobody sees. People show up to a game and they just like, oh, that was really fun and that was cool, but
Yeah.
not realizing, I was there at 6 a.m., like
Mhm.
with a couple football kids who had detentions that they needed to clear.
And so with that, are you like while you're doing the scheduling and stuff, how do you manage your budgets and your resources and all that stuff as well?
So yeah. We're going into a budget meeting on
Yeah.
Wednesday and I'm asking for more money. So managing my
Like,
budget.
I haven't
No,
figured that
it's
out
just things
yet.
are it's crazy how expensive things are. Like, even like a school bus that was $300, 5 years
Yeah.
ago is
Hmm.
900 to 1,000
Oh
now.
Whew.
my
Wow.
goodness.
Right. No, and
Yeah.
officials, like, they're constantly getting raises,
And they're not
the
easy to come by, from what
no.
I understand. Like, they a lot of them don't want to sit out there and take that abuse
Why? And
from parents
yeah.
and fans, right? It's like, I don't need this,
So,
like,
at our parent meeting this year, I did this exercise with the parents, and it's basically like you give them a card that's got numbers 1 through 100 in a random order. And you tell everybody, okay, be really quiet. I'm gonna give you a number, 37, and you just gotta find 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, all the way up. I'm gonna give you, a minute to do it. And like it's pretty chill. And then I say, okay, flip it over. And the same card, like, but in a different order. And I'm like, okay, now I need your kid. I need you yelling at your parent, just like trying to confuse them, telling them whatever you want. And
Mm.
so they go from, okay, I found 17 numbers to I found eight, or nine.
Right.
And it's like, well, so there's two things. This is how the official feels, like you wanted to
Right.
get it right. And this is how your kid feels when you've got the head coach telling one thing, the parent, is telling another, Uncle Tom telling him something else, like, so it's like
Hmm.
when you talk about like I try and put them in the official shoes for a second when everybody's yelling at you and you've got to get it right. Like
Right.
it's not gonna happen. Like
And you're
it's
never
just
right.
it's
You're
too
never
hard.
right all the time. Like that's
So
you
Yeah.
know.
you're
You know,
never right. Like
Yeah.
somebody's always gonna be bad.
and last year,
So
right? Like
yeah,
with
no poor
yeah,
officials.
last year was Carson's. It was Kamen's first year, freshman year. Playing basketball, and
Yeah.
I get worked up, and finally had a buddy who they're the varsity coaches, and they're like, "Hey, relax. It's just freshman basketball, dude. You got you got 4 years to go." And
Oh,
I'm
dude.
like, "Oh, I don't know if I can make it, dude." But it's just like coming to this year, I'm just like, "Oh, it is what it is,"
Oh man.
just don't get worked up about it. We got
Oh,
to watch out for our blood pressure now. I mean, we're getting up there in age.
speak for yourself.
Oh
No,
yeah,
I've
you're
actually
2 years younger than me.
yeah. I ref some like summer league games and I'm like, I know why like they keep wanting raises. I like
Yeah,
totally understand. Like I'm out there, I could care less who wins the game. Like
right.
zero
And
stake
it's
in the
summer league.
game, but like you're freaking cheating. And I ain't say freaking, like,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
oh man, I was like,
Yeah.
this is horrible. And
Hmm.
right,
so like
right.
that, I mean, everybody should have to ref a summer league basketball game. Like all the parents, you got to ref one summer league basketball game and see if you want to say something during like
like like during summer league, Delta League, like they're basketball players, right? And parents are ripping at them, and a couple of them are my buddy's sons, and they're just like looking around, and I'm like, don't worry about it, just keep on doing what you're
oh
doing.
no.
I mean, you're getting paid in pizza,
I
right?
blame LeBron James for all of this.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
that's funny.
go ahead, Alvin.
So, all right, how do you see high school athletics evolving in the next 5 to 10 years? I mean,
Ooh,
going with the current,
yeah.
NIL deals in college, and I've been reading that we're not that far off. You
No,
know, I think it's
yeah, I
just a
don't.
bomb waiting
It's
to explode.
yeah, and like I'm on the CIF eligibility committee for our section, and I've been pushing for one free transfer. Um,
Mm.
and I don't know, man. Like it's gonna turn into the wild, wild west. Like if
Why are
because
you picking that guy and not this guy? Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, no, and then college you can transfer. I mean, feels like as many times as you want. And you're eligible. Like if it comes like that in high school, it's gonna be ugly. You're gonna
Yeah.
have kids that are at four schools in 4 years,
right,
and it's
right,
never the kid's fault, never the parents' fault. It's the coach's fault.
right, right,
Like,
right. Yeah.
no, look at the common denominator.
Yes,
Hmm.
exactly.
No, I don't know
Um,
that I like the direction high school sports is going. There's some good
right.
things, but um, yeah, it's gonna. I think it's gonna get worse.
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
All right. Just gonna put you a little bit on the spot.
All
Which
right.
sport is the hardest to manage behind the scenes? I mean, it sounds like
Probably.
football. Football has a
Yeah.
lot of moving parts, right?
Yeah.
Football's got a lot of moving parts, man. A lot of moving parts. For sure, that's the hardest one. I feel like that has our most at-risk kids, and so we're spending a little more attention
Mm,
with them. Um, trying to keep them on the right path. And those are all things that nobody sees. Like
Hmm.
right.
those coming to Jesus meetings like multiple times, like walking kids to class so they get there on time,
Right.
like really because they got to know you care, and so
Right.
like It's not about what you're saying to them. It's what you're showing them. They can, sift through the BS. You've got to show them.
Yeah,
Like you gotta do it. And
right.
so yeah, now football is the most behind the scenes work.
Gotcha. Gotcha. If you could trade jobs with one coach for the day, which sport would you pick? And don't pick golf.
No, no, I'm terrible at golf. It's the
Golf
most
was stupid.
frustrating thing in the world. You talk about blood pressure. Jeez Louise. No,
Uh,
I'd probably do football. Like I'm a
okay.
basketball guy at heart,
Hmm.
like to the core, but there's nothing like a Friday night football game.
All right.
Just
Yeah.
Perfect.
nothing like that. And
Hmm.
the warm ups and the band going, and with
Oh
us the
yeah.
DJ and the smoke and the lights, and yeah, like there's yeah, I'm pretty jealous that I never got to really experience that as a coach on the sideline.
Hmm.
That'd be
Right.
pretty fun.
Yeah. Awesome. All right.
If you could add any sport to Edison, what would you add?
Selfishly, beach volleyball.
Oh.
Yes, for sure, beach volleyball. It's just such a like I feel like it would help our indoor volleyball players so much. I mean, we
Hmm.
just went down. My son, like I told you, he's a volleyball player, but we went down to the Manhattan Beach Open, and those guys. I mean, what's the Chase Budinger? He ended up winning it.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
just such a freak athlete. These guys,
Yeah.
like the whole beach thing, like being able to do beach workouts, and that could be for any sport. Like
Right.
that beach training is a game. That's a cheat code right there.
Right.
So no, for sure. Like
Okay.
selfishly, beach volleyball. Get some.
All right.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move into our rapid fire questions.
Oh God.
So it's gonna be, anywhere from a word to a sentence. Like
Okay.
we're just gonna go. Okay, we're gonna be
Right.
trading off questions.
Okay.
So we're gonna start whenever you ready to go.
I am
All
ready. Guns
righty,
blazing.
here we go. What is your what is your favorite sport to watch outside of work?
Football. And it
All right.
depends on who I'm betting on that week. Just
Okay, you know what? That is fair.
that was not
That
rapid
is
fire, but
that is very
everybody's
fair
like, "Who's your
though.
favorite team?" I'm like, "Whoever I'm betting on that week."
Exactly,
Uh,
exactly.
favorite sport to play?
Basketball.
Okay.
Okay.
Go to pump up song before a big game.
Ooh, probably "Pursuit of Happiness" by Kid Cudi.
Yes, that is a
Okay.
beautiful song.
That's
That is
a
an amazing song.
All right.
yes.
Coffee or energy drink on game day?
Energy drink. They seem to be a little more potent.
Hmm.
Okay. Is there a
Um,
specific one?
Oh,
yeah,
I'm a monster sugar free. Like I can do the orange,
Okay.
okay,
the grape. Yeah.
yeah. That orange
Okay.
creamsicle is
Yes.
fire.
It is.
You talked about Stag being a rival school. Anybody else?
Um, I mean, everybody in Stockton is our rival.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
everybody, same area as Lincoln.
Hmm.
Like everybody's our
Oh,
rival.
Edison
What?
versus everybody.
Edison versus
Yep,
everybody.
Edison versus everybody, baby. Yep.
uh, favorite athlete of all time?
Michael Jordan.
Two for two.
2 for
Yeah,
2.
that is two for
Yeah.
two. We
Two
might need
for
to keep a
two.
tally. We might need to keep a
Yeah, we're gonna
tally.
keep a running tally.
That was an easy one.
Yeah.
What is one word the coaches would describe you?
Loyal,
Okay.
hardworking. There's 2 words, 3 words.
It works. You know what? It works.
Yeah. If you weren't an athletic director, what would you be doing?
Coaching. I just
Okay.
I had to make a choice between one or the other.
Hmm.
Gotcha.
Favorite post game snack/meal.
Taco Bell.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What sport would surprise people that you enjoy?
Volleyball.
Hmm.
Okay.
Back when you were coaching, were you an early morning practice or a late night practice person?
Probably go late night
Okay.
now because I was younger.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure. For
I
sure.
had more energy to stay up later. Now I just wake up when the sun comes up. So,
Yeah.
All right. Turf or grass?
turf. Get those true
Yeah.
bounces.
Okay. Okay.
A playoff game or a rivalry game?
Playoff. No doubt.
All right. One word to describe your student athletes.
Resilient.
Right. And our last one, what is the biggest win you have witnessed?
Edison versus St. Mary's was a playoff game, probably in like
Mm.
'06. No,
Wow.
no, maybe like '04. It was Lavelle Hawkins was maybe a
Oh.
junior or
Mm.
senior.
Mm-hmm.
It was literally who had the ball last was going to win.
Wow.
It was, and it was at Edison, back before the stadium got renovated, and it was like standing room only. Like
Wow.
it was a
That's
great
good.
night. Yeah, we
Huh.
have
That's
not too
good.
many wins against St. Mary's, so that was
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you taking your time to
Yep.
talk to us. Great interview.
Oh no, it's been fun, fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. It was very fun, and we are very appreciative that you
Uh,
took
that
time
was
out of your
fun.
very
Yeah,
busy day and life to hop on a call with us.
Monday night. Yes, right on.
All
Alrighty.
right.
All right,
Well,
fellas. Well,
thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Yep, of course. And thank you very much. And to everybody listening,
All right,
all our links and stuff will be down in the description below. And with that, thank you all. Goodbye.
see you guys.